Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a look that is specifically for blue eyes and how to make them pop, and this is going to be more so for an evening summer type of look. So if you want to see how to recreate this, then please keep watching. So to start, I'm going to be priming my eyes with my paint pot in soft ochre, and I'm going to be using a brush to apply this. I'm just using a regular synthetic one, and I'm going to be applying it all the way up to my eyebrows, and this is just going to help the eyeshadows last longer and become more vibrant. For my first transition color, I'm going to be using Creme Brulee and just applying this with a fluffy brush. Like usual, the one I'm using is just from BH Cosmetics and it does the job really well. And I'm going to be focusing this mostly on the outer V of the eye. After this, I'm going to be adding a little bit more of Creme Brulee in the outer V just to create some intensity, and this is a really good warm tone transition shade for anyone who has blue eyes, and it will just help make them become more intense and stand out. Now taking my Morphe M441 brush, I'm going to be applying Cocoa Bear, which is a reddish brown type of color, and I'm going to be focusing this on the outer V and also kind of midway into the crease just to create like a little bit of depth and to make the eyes appear larger. And this is a really good color for anyone that has blue eyes because of the red tone that's in it. It's just going to make the eyes stand out. For the brow bone, I'm going to be using Mirage from Makeup Geek, which is a yellow-based creamy matte color. And now for my outer V, with my MAC 217, I'm going to be applying the color Mocha, which is a mid-tone, more on the side of a cool brown type of color. And I'm just going to be putting that into the outer V and going around the socket a bit, and then using my Morphe M441 to buff it out. And as usual, just some advice, take your time with this if you are a beginner, because you don't want to go too fast and then create a mess. You just really want to be specific in the spot that you add each color and take your time blending, and you will have a really nice look in the end. Now I'm going to be taking Colourpop's Kathleenlights, that's the name of the eyeshadow, and it's from their collaboration. So this is a kind of burnt gold color. It's a little bit orangey and yellow all in one, and this is a perfect color for blue eyes, and it really makes them stand out a lot. And then I'll just be taking my Morphe M441 and blending out the crease, just because there's a bit of shimmer in this shade and it can kind of rub off and move its way up into the crease. For the inner corner, as you see, I chose a gold color, and this is a foiled shadow from Makeup Geek, and it's called Magic Acts. For the lower lash line, we're just going to be taking the same two brown shades, which are the darker ones. So I'll be starting with Cocoa Bear first because I want the warmness and the redness to shine through and really make the eyes pop all around pretty much. And I'll be using a pencil brush to apply it. And then afterwards, I'm going to be taking the same brush and a bit of mocha and using it mostly in the lower part into the midway of the eye. I didn't want to take it too close to the first quarter of the eye because we have a little bit of gold in there and we want to still keep the light, as we call it in the makeup artist profession. Off camera, I'm going to be lining my top lash line with Revlon Colorstay liquid eyeliner, and I'll be using L'Oreal Telescopic for my top lashes and then Marc Jacobs mascara for my lower lashes. And I also use Colourpop's black liner Swerve in my waterline and in my tight line just to make the eyes pop a little bit more. Next, I'm going to be applying my concealer, and I'm just going to let it bake a little for about 15 minutes, and you'll see that it creates a really flawless effect. And I'm going to be back and you'll see the eyes completed, and I am putting on Queen Bee lashes today. Now, after about 15 minutes of letting the concealer set, I'm just taking a flat foundation brush and pressing it into my skin, and as you can see, it creates an extremely flawless finish, and I prefer this over powders because, as I stated before, they break me out. So for highlight today, I'm going to be using Colourpop's Wisp, and I had this since like January and I haven't used it, and it's just a really nice gold, silvery, pinky beige kind of color, and as you can see, it catches the light beautifully. For blush, I'll just be taking that peachy shade from BH Cosmetics. For my lips, I'll be using Cherry by MAC for my lip liner, and for the lipstick it will be Milani's Sweet Nectar, and these two together create this really nice neon-ish kind of orangey red lip color, and this really helps blue eyes pop and pull the look together completely. As always, I suggest to use a setting spray to set the face so that the makeup does not move and so that the makeup does not melt away. That's the finished look, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!